Your choice
That's
of
where
words.
Andreja went.
You being nice to the crew, too.
Of course.
Is she on board the ship? Can
So
we
this-
spot her?
Don't you
That's
always
Sarah.
say, don't listen
That's
to
Andreja.
rumors?
Right now may not be the best time to talk to me.
That is the problem with a ship this size. Like, why are you down here? You can't find your crew.
I'm here for you, should you need me. Before I say anything else, I
Ah,
wanted to
see,
thank you
I triggered this dialogue.
for giving me time. When I first came here, I never expected that I would
Good
meet
plan,
you
Edward.
or feel this
Good
way
plan.
about you. That we would end up here together. I know that you told me you were not going anywhere, but I still worried, if only a little, that my asking for time to think would be a problem. There is no precedent for any of this. A romantic relationship not within the bounds of Barun culture, I mean. I wanted to attempt to honor that culture nonetheless.
If it's important to you, it's important to me.
I know, and I love you for that. The point
And I'll say
I'm trying
anything
get
to advance this
is that I
relationship.
believe I have an idea. A way I can demonstrate my commitment to you. Do you seriously believe I am going to wear a dress for this? Let
No, I
alone
just wanted to hear
buy
your
one for
reaction.
the occasion? I do not want a fancy party. I do
Yeah,
not want to
Edward.
wear a
Actually,
dress
the
and
Claymore
not
3 is my
use
favorite.
it.
But as I started,
This
as I
is
leveled this
between
guy
you
up,
and
I didn't
me,
find one.
and no one
Normally,
else.
like in my New Game Plus
You know
iterations, I
who
always grab
am.
Claymore 3.
I do not
And
need to explain
I've got a bunch of
myself
videos
to you
on
as I would to others.
modifying them to, you know, the
They
way I
might
like
not
them.
understand,
I don't try to max them out, and I'm not
do
trying to
not want that
optimize every
distraction.
engine point
I
and
want
things
to
like
be
that.
able
But
to
I do
focus on
need to
us.
rearrange them from a HAB
So,
perspective,
as soon
so that I have
as you are
workshops
ready,
and all the other things that I
want us
need.
to
But
travel
it's an
together
incredibly
to the
practical
second
ship,
planet in the
I
Shosa
think.
system. There's something we need to do there.
She wants to go to the Shosa system. Okay, yes. So now she's. We can't get rid of her now.
I
We're
have things I gotta
doomed.
say.
I mean, you want to talk to me too? I don't want to talk to you, Sam. The only thing I have to say to you, Sam, is why is your daughter so talkative? Yeah, so Edward, I have videos on a technique that I think it works fine. I haven't used it in probably a couple of weeks because I haven't needed to. And, you know, it's just going to largely desolate moons that have helium on them, and it's safe scumming based, but like I've farmed ships left and right out there. And like I have sat down and just to find out what the let's say the ship loot table is for the planets and the different systems, and farmed hundreds of ships just to find out like what ratio they drop. I've used the technique on level 14 characters. Like this, I probably got this ship, this Class C. This is not actually a good Class C, but I probably picked this thing up as a Class C level 1 in this variant, very low level, right? So like I go out and pick up a nice ship. I level piloting up to 4. It is one of the things I do off stream, and I go through. I use the simulator, right? And that's the best place. If you're willing to sit down and do it and just grind through it, you can go through the simulator, get your piloting up pretty high, and some security skill for lockpicking at the same time. So I typically, early on in a game, level up piloting 4 of 4 as quickly as possible, and then I head out to one of these desolate moons, almost regardless of what level I am, and I pick up better ships. I don't buy ships anymore, and I get out of the... I try to get rid of the frontier as quickly as possible, and that works pretty well. So, but the Claymore 3 is great. There's a mode, Johnny Myers says, there is a mode that can make the kid talk less. Does it involve this, Johnny? Is this how we make her talk less?
Hello.
I mean, this is... No, she doesn't seem to care. Mod, I think that's... Yeah, that's what you meant. I wasn't thinking clearly, but yeah. I think I've seen that. I wasn't going to shoot the kid. I really wasn't. Oh, I'm malnourished. I'm a little distracted there too. So yeah, the ship. I love gathering ships. I enjoy it. It's fun. But it's a very practical thing. I don't buy them just for the sake of selling them. I think what's my ship inventory look like right now? I don't. This character is not a good example of it. That's the Project Mammon shuttle. So I got that doing the Escape DLC. I have the Junker that is from the Trackers Alliance. This is one I picked up early on, a Varun Eulogy. So once I'm at this level, and I'm high enough now, I would go out to the highest level systems and pick up the Class 3 version of ships, right? That was just an early find. And this is either a Spacer Hyena or a Crimson Fleet White, but it's the level 1. So now, at this level, I probably could start getting the level 3s to drop. Anyway.
Is there a way to go faster than this?
You would think that deadly predators would have driven off settlers. Humans.
Would think
We
that
can
deadly
be so
predators.
stubborn.
So what's a good place in here? The core residence? I'm just gonna fall off something. I really don't know how much damage I can... It says take 100 damage, but I know when I've done the environmental tests that the amount of damage I take is kind of... I don't know, it seems to scale. I can't imagine why it would with this, but... This is good enough. There you go. One shot. So... That's exactly what I wanted to get done. Stormbreaker crossbow. Is the Ben, the crossbow is the... I thought that was the white, and it was the Spacer. I don't know. Anyway, so gymnastics. That was 100 fall damage. That was easy. And so when I get another point, I will definitely take move faster in 0G, and I do want like rank 3 in this one before Shattered Space, but we'll be on our way. I think this shouldn't be too difficult. I think to get this one, I'm going to have to kill 5 enemies in 0G. So I need to think about some location somewhere where I can kill those 5 enemies. For stealth, what's my current stealth? I'm supposed to kill 40 sneak attacks. I don't think I'm that worried about that right now. Yeah, Stormbreaker and Crossbow are the civilian ones. That makes sense. Just for the fun of it, let's just walk around and see if anybody's been bad. We're going to have a conversation with Andreja again soon. But I think we're going to pick... I don't know. I'll leave it up to the chat for right now. In the last live stream, we were talking about doing Ryusian because I didn't want to do the Crimson Fleet before Shattered Space because it takes them off the board as enemies, right? So as soon as you start the Crimson Fleet, suddenly they're all friendly wherever you go, and I don't really want that to be the case in Shattered Space. So I think we're not going to do the Crimson Fleet, but I was very interested in doing something along the major quest lines, which is either these good old boys over here in the Freestar Collective or Ryusian. And Ryusian seemed interesting because of the Arboran rifle from the Trackers Alliance, which I have converted to a full EM weapon, which might give me some extra options. And I've never gone through Ryusian with that approach. Although I do tend to try to be stealthy. This is not turning into much else. I think, though, the key is I have to do some... I just have to level up and have Andreja with me. So that she advances to whatever the next stage is. Did I miss one? You can't tell me there are no...
We should be on our guard if we venture outside the city. The Ashta are quite formidable.
I have better luck in New Atlantis with bounties, evidently. Maybe it's just because this area is a little more difficult to... Maybe it's because this area is just a little more difficult to navigate around. There's more places for these NPCs to hide and walk behind. No, we're just going back to the ship. We'll go to the ship, and we'll go to...
I can't believe Bailey did such a bonehead.
What did I need?
It's almost reassuring to see that corporate mediocrity has wormed its way into every corner of the civil system.
I like to see that she's kind of
You meet all sorts in QSM.
a little anti-corporate there. That's
You're an
enjoyable.
independent- Damn trade
Not that I
department has
am.
been hounding my... Here's my current inventory.
Just give me a couple of aluminum. I'm gonna go take care of this, and we'll go on to the next quest. Vessel 3A. I must have dumped all the resources out of my ship because I was carrying a lot of material. So Edward, are you saying like random space encounters is where you found them? Like just going planet to planet? Like I've done a little bit of that. Like I went out once and just, you know, spent a couple hours going planet to planet, warping from place to place, with the express intention of gathering data on ship spawns. So when you find them, you can find really great ships in space that you can take. But I found they were a little sporadic for my purposes, and I was really kind of into a very, let's say, efficient safe-scumming cycle, farming ships on planets, which is fine. I'm not terribly concerned about that. Okay, now let's take him and put him out here on this planet because where's Raphael? Just so I know where they're at. And my ship has these guys on it. My current outpost has... So I've got these two split up here, Vessel 3. They're all out in the Abyssal system. And where am I? I'm really close to level 47. So it's not going to take too much for this. Let's go take a look at the Schrodinger system. How far out is it? There it is. I have been there before. I don't know what I was doing there, but sandy desert. We're going to take a very quick sniper rifle shooting exercise out in the Schrodinger system. Wow, that's not good. So there's a cheap trick to get on top of your ship if you're in a high gravity area, which I assume I am. What do we have here? This is my calibrated hard target. I'm high enough level that I should see some advanced ones drop, but... yeah, I don't think those are great experience. How far am I? This should be like 10 kills. 10 good kills.
You think you can hide?
Cowards.
Those are useless. Don't pick on those tiny little nasty scorpion things. Those are peaceful, but the experience is good. They all get a little mad and decide to charge at you, which is really handy because, you know, my goal is to shoot them. Does that guy give me any level of meaningful experience? No. Huh. It does kind of make them mad, doesn't it? Oh, I'm not even looking at the wrong thing. This is going to take forever. This is not what I wanted to accomplish. My mistake. I was looking at my health bar, which is not where it should be, but... yeah, I think I'm too far away to easily level up doing this, so I'm not going to sit here and just shoot these guys for much longer.
Every world with living things is a treasure.
Okay, Andreja. She is literally one of the more aggressive NPCs, but every world with living things is a treasure. She's also taken my kills, isn't she?
I heard something.
What am I getting here? Am I getting stealth credit? Let's make sure I am. 27 to 40. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna finish these guys up here. Although those aren't all stealth kills, are they? Excellent. Oh, he's high level. He has a health bar. He had a health bar. Let's be done with him. I didn't run out of flying ones, did I? Is that also 34? Give me 6 more, and then we're going to move on to. We're going to move back into orbit. Make sure I'm. That's interesting looking. There we go. Nice. Perfect. I like it. Yeah, Edward, I am a sniper junkie. I have to actively try to use other weapons.
I find the interior
Because
of
I
this
forget.
ship comforting.
Your ship
I like how
smells so
comfortable
much
she
better
is
than
around
Dad's.
guns.
Like a lot.
Okay. Let's do this and make sure we're not loading up on things I don't need. I like the Tonto. I like keeping those. Those are all good. I don't know why I'm carrying all those. I don't even know where I picked those up. That's nice. I'll keep the chameleon one in case I really want to be slightly sneakier. I really don't actually know where I picked up all these. Drop the mines. I don't have ammo weight turned on, so that's making things pretty easy for me, honestly. Can't do that. Let's put all those in the... I suppose I should have given those to her. Here. Get that out of my inventory. Miscellaneous. I don't know why I'm carrying that or that. I have an absurd number of digipicks. Oh yeah, that's another point. I don't know what you guys are thinking as well, but in Shattered Space, I've seen nothing that implies that Astra will be useful in Shattered Space. However, I don't put it past them to introduce it into a previous DLC like Trackers Alliance, and then we arrive in this isolated Varun homeworld and discover that they all use Astra for some higher end stuff. So I'm going to try along the way, at least maybe not today, but if we run into it, that's great, to pick up and save as much Astra as I can. That's on my list of things I think I need. I think there are plenty of obvious things like, heal packs or med packs and things like that are necessary too for Shattered Space. But, the currency is one thing, the skills are another thing, levels another, weapons. I don't think the armor is going to be... The armor shouldn't really be a significant problem, I don't think. The home world, we've seen a clip of it, is safe. And there are a lot of people walking around without spacesuits on, helmets. So there's an atmosphere. I think the gravity is 1G. So I think it's going to be pretty comfortable for the most part in most of the common areas, and then we'll have those little gravity anomalies to deal with, so, which is fine. Should make it fun. Well, I originally thought that we might need to level up like one of the exploration skills so that you could build on hostile planets or extreme planets. Maybe one of the moons has extreme conditions, and maybe it's useful to do that. There we go. That's what we want right there. Yeah, Ben, she's always hanging around by the hatch. Well, if you've seen some of my other companion videos, I tend to, especially in New Game Plus, if I can get an alternate universe or something, I don't have any companions from Constellation around at all. I don't remember this particular place very well, and we'll see how it goes. But I think, let's double check this and make sure. 10% gain. No, we want the whole gain. We want all the benefits. We might even drink some tea or eat some really tasty food too. see if we can get the plus 15 here.
Well, that was exhilarating. You do just have the two hands, yes?
Well, there you go. Video game makers know what people like. And that's cool. What is good for... Is there good experience food? I know that, like, the Terra Brew Espresso is good for... Oh, I probably didn't. That's probably not the right one. The Lotus. I could have sworn there was some food that was good for experience, too. I don't remember what it is, though. I don't need to persuade anybody. Oh, there you go. Chapaguri. A savory doodle dish served with steak. That sounds good. 30 minutes. So I'm hydrated. We have that. 15%. I don't think they stack. So 15 is only... No, there you go. Chapaguri plus 2%. 17. Yeah, so the food and the drink do not stack. So it's food effects or the other. So, okay, fine. So in this ship, the way I've laid this out, I have a doorway right over here. And we're going to switch to the Inflictor and hopefully level up particle beams as we go as well. Nice to have you here, Edward. Take care of that pup. Come back anytime.
Hi. Please disregard.
Remember to like and share. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord and hang out. It's a pretty casual place. It's not too busy right now. I just started it not too long ago. I need you to go to the mainframe, activate the ship lockdown. In the meantime, I will lure it into the lab. Okay, that sounds great.
Captain Alex, do you require my assistance?
Okay. I don't think there's anything in here that I'm going to have to worry about that way, is there? Creator's Piece, Gravity Wave. What am I missing? I'm missing something here. I'm just going to go with an old classic if I can find it. I don't think a vacuum's going to make any difference in here. Gravity Wave's not bad. I'm missing something, aren't I? I'm going to stay out of the rain discussion. That's funny, though. Some people don't live in places where water falls from the sky that often. And some people live in places where it falls from the sky all the flippin' time. There are turrets in here, I'm pretty sure. Where are they? This place is cool. It's dark and interesting, but I'm pretty sure there's a turret in here somewhere. That might be what I want, that might not be what I want. That's wild. Let's do that one. Blue. I was not even paying attention. It didn't turn blue. Blue. Yeah, I may have already messed this one up. Maybe, maybe not. Perfect. What's in here? I have the capacity. Oh, this is an ammo room. Nice. Anything else in here I care about? Adhesive. We always like adhesive. Must have the adhesive. Messages. Life support's fine. Mainframe glitch. Ship in lockdown. That doesn't help.